Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Olympic Ice Arena here at the RMU Island Sports Center. Get my names mixed up. I am Andrew Keel, alongside me Caleb McCabe, as we get ready for this CHE Division III matchup between the RMU Colonials and the Cal U Vulcans. As we get ready, Colonials looking at a record of 2-3 heading into the season and into this game, as Cal U is, if I could do quick math, is looking at 9-8-1-1.
Looks about right to me.
Yeah. As we get ready for this game, couple key inactives for the Colonials, as just Jackson Vukman and Ethan Bendakovic both out for the Colonials. Big names missing for them.
Yeah, those are going to be two big losses for the Colonials, but as long as they play the right way, they can handle it.
As Cal U, our roster is ginormous for Cal U. That is because both their D3 and D4 teams are on this roster.
Solid, 30-name list here we got.
Yeah. As the D4 team for the Vulcans are playing currently against Carnegie Mellon. I don't know if they're at home or if they're at CMU. I might check that in the middle in case any Vulcans fans want to catch up on that game.
Try to figure that one out.
But as of right now, it is D3, it's the Colonials, it's the Vulcans. Last time we had a stream, it was the D4 Colonials taking on the D4 Vulcans. So a little bit of a deja vu, just a division up.
Just move up one division.
As we read through the starting lineups for both teams, our goaltending matchup for the Colonials will be Jeremiah Brozovic. 0-2 record to start the season, not a great start. 4 goals against and an .875 save percentage. Who do we got for the Vulcans?
I believe it is Adam Sarakowski, who is 8-6-2 or 1-1?
1-1.
1-1, okay. With a .267 save, or goals against, sorry, and a .927 save percentage. With a shutout and an apple
and
to
an
add.
apple.
That's the most important part.
The most important part for sure, as I checked this recently. The CHE implemented some new rules this year for some points. I noticed wins get you 3 points in the standings.
Really?
Overtime and shootout wins give you 2. Overtime shootout loss give you 1. And a loss is obviously 0. I had to do the math because I was a little confused how we had 5 points.
Yeah.
After playing 3 games.
You don't see that one too often.
Not at all. Colonials with a win against, I forgot who they won against, but a shootout win against St. Vincent last weekend, taking down the former CHE Division III champions. That was a huge win on home ice for them.
It's always a fun time when you can take down the defending champs.
Yes, it is.
It's always a fun time.
As the Colonials finish the lineup, we get ready for a John Tucci national anthem here.
My favorite part of every hockey game.
It's time.
My favorite part.
Tucci is all done. Our night is made already, and it hasn't even started.
It's always the best part of an RMU hockey game, is a Tucci anthem.
Just 2 weeks ago, these Colonials faced off with these Vulcans in the Vulcans barn, falling by a score of 4-3, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right.
That sounds right. So Colonials looking to get some revenge on the Vulcans after they dropped one early this year. Looking to come back, increase their divisional record to 3-1 to start the season.
You're always doing something right when you get to start the season off 3-1, or even get the chance to do it. So you're always doing something right.
Vulcans heading into the face-off dot. Colonials giving Jeremiah Brozovic a little stick tap as we get ready for the face-off here. In to take it for the Vulcans will be Farkle. In to take it for the Colonials will be Crivelli. jousts for it, and the Colonials will come away with it. It will make its way back to Scarelli, who gets taken off the puck and pokes it forward. Farkle will intercept it before getting pickpocketed by Newton. Newton will send it back to Scarelli, who will move it across to Killen. Back to Scarelli. Scarelli sends it all the way up to the stick of LaQuatra, who will chip it in and back out by the Vulcans. Lucidio will send it all the way across. Picked up by Newton, who will send it all the way around and left to Killen. Killen will move it up to Crivelli. Crivelli fighting for it. LaQuatra will take it back to Crivelli behind the net. To the slot, no one there. And now sent back in by Killen. Great defensive play there. Intercepted by Newton behind the net. Back to the point. Bounces off the stick of Crivelli and out of the offensive zone for the Colonials as they're going to go for a change.
Shirelli just missed that one at the blue line there. It looked like it went under his stick.
Holding is Heckman. Heckman will flip it up. Intercepted, though, by Rose. Rose will flip it over to the slot, or it'll be held here by Blevins, who will send it in. Moving in is John Betts. Forces a turnover. It goes back to the point. Patneski's shot is saved away. It's being picked up by Blevins towards the slot to Betts. Stick gets tied up, and now here come the Vulcans. It's held by Forcucci. Forcucci and save made Brozovic behind the net. Sent around, finally will make its way to Blevins. Blevins sends it the length of the ice over to Betts. Betts will carry into the offensive zone. Stops at the blue line towards the slot to Rose. Just bounces off his stick. Blevins will get it, though, in the corner. Flips it up to the point. Sent back down to Rose. Rose once more to Betts. Betts will hold. Back to Blevins. Blevins dangles around, sent in front. Save made. Rebound taking forward is Rose and covered by Sarakowski.
This line was buzzing. Incredible first shift there for the Blevins, Betts, and Rose line.
Doing really well together to start this game. The first line also had a lot of offensive pressure, that line that started the game, but unable to get really any shots on Starakowski, but a lot of offensive pressure. As we have a Vulcan leaving the ice, lifting his leg. Don't know if that's an equipment issue or an injury.
Looks like an equipment issue. He's walking fine.
Yeah, it's Dane Heckman will leave. We're hoping it's just an equipment issue.
Hopefully.
Basco will flip that one out of the offensive zone for the Vulcans, all the way down, and will be an icing, just barely. Jones not able to get that before the goal line. So we're coming all the way back.
We're going to try this offensive zone draw again.
Just a little bit of killed time did the Vulcans. As we get the face-off here, it's going to be won by the Vulcans. Tip in front now, fighting for it, and sent around, where it will be sent all the way down for yet another Vulcans icing.
And another offensive zone face-off for the Colonials. I think from the other side this time.
Yes, from the other side. So maybe they'll win it this time, now that it's on the other side of the ice.
Maybe, be able to get a little sustained pressure for this line.
Daniels looking to win this draw on a line with Kloss and Kasivi. Kasivi had a hot start, kind of cooled off since that first weekend in Michigan, but still having a great season as he's going to fight for it with three Vulcans in the corner. It's going to be picked up by Ball, who's going to send it all the way around, where it's going to be picked up by Jack Jones, who will hold in the neutral zone. He'll flip that one to Kasivi, who will chip that one into the offensive zone, where it'll be picked up by Vasco of the Vulcans. That is Captain Vasco. Colonials looking to intercept that one. They will, but it'll make its way back to Ball and the Vulcans, who will flip it in. Offsides are the Vulcans, though. Picked up behind the net. Tries to go for a stretch pass, but it's intercepted by Vasco. He will hold. Sends it down to the bottom of the circle. Shot goes wide. Picked up here and shipped out off the stick of Kloss. Vasco will send it on net, where it'll be picked up by Killen. Bad bounce off the back of the boards. Backhand shot there by Tiernan. Goes back to Tiernan. Shot is blocked before it is picked up again by Lamago. And I didn't see what happened.
He flipped it out of play. I couldn't tell who it was. I was just about to say.
It looked like it was Lamago. I looked down at my sheet to try and find a name, and it was just
the puck was gone.
And the puck was just gone.
Outside of the one chance off the turnover from Killen, where it looked like he tried to reverse it behind the net and it just hit the boards or the net or something. outside of that, good chance. A nice, easy start here for JB. Get a couple saves in, get into a rhythm, not have to do anything too crazy early.
Nothing too crazy whatsoever, as that one's going to bounce off behind the net. Be picked up by Shirelli, who will send it back behind the net to Killen. Killen off the boards will make its way up to Cody Barr. He will make his way into the offensive zone. He'll flip that one down to Owen Newton, who will try and send it towards the slot. Cooley breaking that one up, and now it's going to be moved over to Tiernan. Tiernan on the break. Goes right through the crease. It'll be flipped back out by Owen Newton, and he'll make it out of the zone. Sent right back in by the Vulcans, though, as they go for a change. Turnover, Colonials moving in. Joey LaQuatra will carry it in below the circle. Now behind the net, tries to go towards the slot, off of Vulcan, right into the breadbasket of Sarakowski, and covered.
The Colonials have looked for this pass below the goal line up through the slot a couple of times now. The Vulcans are just doing a good job of picking it off every time.
Definitely something the Colonials might have worked on and practiced quite a bit since they keep trying it.
Yeah, I mean, if it connects, it's a good chance. The Vulcans have just been ready for it.
Evans will take the puck off the face-off. He'll give it across to Lucido. Lucido moving through a bunch of Colonials, but finally gets intercepted and flipped all the way down. It'll be sent on net. Also beat it, so no icing. Vasca will hold. Colonials will not press up. Vasca will flip it up. It'll find the stick of Lucido. He'll flip it back to the slot. Farkle, turnaround shot save made by Brozovic, and covered.
I did not see the save. Was it a good save?
It was a roller right to his.
Okay,
right
well,
to his
still, same thing then. He's just trying to get into a rhythm early.
Always way to find a rhythm.
It always makes it easier when you can start kind of slow. Easier way into it.
Colonial's going to win that one. Draw back to the point. Almost be flipped out. Kept back in at the line, though. Lucido behind the net. Still with it.
Down here. I think it's Luke Rose.
Nice chip out of the zone there by Blevins. He's going to try and win the race with Vasco. Will not, as Vasco will now carry in his own zone. Loses the puck down. Now here's Blevins. Into the slot. Runs into a big hit there. But Daniels able to pick up the puck. Right back to Blevins. Chipped across. Betts' shot is saved there. Betts still with it. Backhand shot is blocked by Vasco. And now Lucido will carry and chip it out into the Colonial zone. Icing not called. Beating it just barely was Evans. He was picked up by Jack Jones. Jones loses it along the wall. It's going to be turned over for Cucci moving in, the former Colonial. For Cucci back to the point to Vasco. One more pass across, and he's going to score. Nick Zito. And it's 1-0 Vulcans.
This all started off an incredible save by Sarakowski down here. Robbing John Betts, sorry. We're going the other way, and it's 1-0 Vulcans.
Brozovic just can't get a handle on that one. Goes top corner on him. Can't get the gloves high enough.
It happens sometimes.
Yes, it does.
As much as you hate to say it, it happens.
Vulcans win another draw. And we picked up here by Kloss. Kloss over to Kasivi. Kasivi's shot is save made. Forcucci will flip it into the center. Turned over, though, as Cirilli will send it back in. Where it's picked up by Zito. Zito turns it over, though. Kloss tries to send it down to Daniels. Can't get a handle on it. Before it's picked up by Forcucci. Forcucci will flip it in. Save made by Brozovic. He will play it. Flipped up to Lamago. Lamago carrying in. Gets around one. Still holding the puck. Sends it towards the net and wide. Can't find it. Neville. He'll try and flip it out. It gets kept in. Again. Lamago fighting for it. Can't get a handle on it. Before it is eventually flipped out. Picked up by Shirilli. He'll send it in. Behind the net. Ball will pick it up. Loses a handle on it. Cody Barr sends it towards the net. And covered by Sarakowski as we get the official reading of that goal.
78 from 10 and 98, which means that is Nick Zito from Mike Vasco and Aiden Forcucci. Sorry, said that wrong.
Forcucci getting a point against his former team.
It always feels good when you can score against your former team.
May not be a goal, but he gets a point.
It still feels good.
LaQuatra intercepts that one. Shot in the slot. Goes wide. That one from Crivelli. LaQuatra will flip it towards the net. Can't find the stick of Newton. We picked up by the other Sarakowski, who will send it back behind the net, where it's picked up by Nebel. Nebel tries to clear it. It's kept in at the line. Shipped there by Newton, as he can't get that one on net. That one will be flipped out and passed no along. As now here comes Pat Neski. He will be the first one to get it. Sends it right up to LaQuatra. Sent in, and the Colonials will regroup. Across the ice, Pat Neski. He'll find the stick of Crivelli. Crivelli into the shot. He's going to score! Gavin Crivelli, as he took a hit up high just as he shot that one.
Yeah, he took a stick or a shoulder or an elbow to the chin, scoring that one.
That is the first goal of his career for Gavin Crivelli.
Only had to give his chin to get it.
He only had to give up, take a hit to make a play, and the play was just a goal for him.
I'm sure that's one Sarakowski's going to want back.
Definitely.
Not a great shot, but they all count the same.
Colonials tie it up at 1 not long after giving up the first goal of the game, as they look to build on that momentum.
Luke Rose is also back and okay here after leaving his last shift early. Also getting a stick up high.
Rose on that one, able to chip it past Vasco. Just right to a Vulcan stick. Intercepted there by Betts. They seem to be feeling it right now, as they're intercepting everything the Vulcans have.
This line's feeling good tonight.
Cavato tries to flip that one all to Rose. Intercepted, though, by Ball, who will flip it in. And Cavato will be the first one. No, Long will be the first. Jones will be the first one to it. I'm saying every name.
Yeah, everyone's touching the puck tonight.
Moving in, Blevins can't get a handle on that one. I don't know if you heard the assists on that one.
I did not.
We'll have to go back and check. Moving in, Tiernan's shots goes way wide. Rose will hold it.
3-on-2 here if they hurry.
Luke Rose, he'll drop it to Betts. Betts pass there. More like a shot from behind the net. Rose will send it behind the net. Road will be held by Blevins. Blevins up to the point. Can't get there as Killen. That one's going to go all the way out to Rose. Rose will hold. Shot from the point. Gets blocked by Vasco. He was not expecting that one. Gets hit in the back.
Yeah, he turned for that one.
Vasco will flip that one up and chipped in by the Vulcans. Shirilli will send that one around to Killen. Killen moves that one up one more time. Sent all the way down. It's picked up by John Betts. Betts with it. His shot gets deflected and up into the netting as we get a stoppage with 10:37.
I was just about to say before the goal that I think the Colonials need to shoot the puck a little bit more. They've passed up a few options they've had to shoot it, looking for the extra pass. And they've started shooting it, and Crivelli gets the goal, and then the Blevins line comes out and has another good shift.
At the point, shot there from Kasivi gets blocked. Now here come the Vulcans. Lucido will move into the zone. He'll flip it on net, save made by Brozovic. We picked up by the Colonials. Here's Wade Daniels. He'll flip it in the offensive zone. Kasivi on the chase. He'll send it around. No one there. As the defense was changing, Pat Neski will pick it up in the neutral zone.
He was looking for that weak side defenseman. He just went for a change.
Lucido picks that one out of mid-air, offsides just barely on the guy coming back.
That one was close. That one was close.
Slightly better view that they have down there.
Yeah, we can't really see it, but we'll take it.
9:58 on the clock. Our clock a little bit behind. As the Vulcans will carry. Farkle into the zone. Sends it towards the net. Blocked away there by Long. And eventually will be picked up by Owen Newton, who will flip it out, where it's picked up by Crouch. Crouch will send it around, where the Colonials will hold. Fighting for it. Now it will be Long. Long will flip that one just too far and will be picked up by a Vulcan. Eventually it will make its way back to Long, who will send it into the offensive zone, or be picked up by Crouch. Crouch's clearing attempt is intercepted, but Kress will take the pass. Kress will move into the offensive zone. Behind the net, no one there. Vasco will pick it up at the red line. He'll send it right back in. Brozovic can't stop it, and it'll go all the way right back to his D partner, Sarakowski. Forcucci now will send it across. Kress. Shot is blocked. Up in the air, Vasco will hold. Sent towards the slot, rebound in front. And Dax Kress will bury the rebound, and it's 2-1 Vulcans.
That one had JB moving all sorts of directions. He didn't know where that puck was.
No, he didn't. In front, Forcucci was fighting for it. Kress was fighting for it. Vasco with the initial shot.
It looked like the initial shot was blocked. It hit something in front and ricocheted off to JB's his left, our right. And unknown to him, it went right to the stick of a Vulcan and in the net.
Kress will score. And the Vulcans take the lead right back. Flipped in by Jones. Fighting for it's LaQuatra. He still has it sent on net and saved away by Sarakowski.
The official goal call is Dax Kress from Mike Vasco and Aiden Forcucci. So another point against his former team.
LaQuatra gets hit hard along the boards by Vasco. Vasco will try and get it out. It'll make its way past Cavato. Getting back, though, is Jones. Has one on him. He'll flip it off the boards up to LaQuatra. LaQuatra makes one man miss. He'll flip it over to Newton. Justin Newton will send it in deep. Be picked up by Sarakowski. He'll try and flip it over to Vasco. Not there to pick up the pass, but it will be picked up by a Vulcan. Newton will hit him off the puck. Sarakowski will flip it up to Nebel. Back to Sarakowski. Colonials are all over him, fighting for this puck.
This line is having another good shift.
Sent towards the net as he gets taken down by Crivelli. And now the Vulcans head back in the offensive zone. Pass across there. Shot goes way wide. Newton will flip it out of the zone where it's picked up and sent right back in offside to the Vulcans before they touch up.
The Newton line has had multiple good shifts in a row here. I don't think I've seen them in the D zone once.
Blevins will try and flip that one over to Betts. It gets intercepted, though. Shot there is deflected away by Brozovic. As Betts fighting for it, will make its way back to Jones. Jones over to Blevins. Blevins to Betts in the slot. Betts' shot save made by Sarakowski and held in front.
I like the decision to shoot that puck, though. You have one-on-one in front, walk into the top of the circles and just rip it. That's how the goal was scored. You just never know.
Rose on the draw. Vulcan's getting tossed out as Ethan Cooley. Second time we've seen that for the D3 team. Sent across, shot saved there by Sarakowski. Sent through the blue paint by Betts. Blevins will send it back to the point. Shirelli keeps it in. Turned over, though, by Rose, and now here come the Vulcans. Cooley. Shot is saved away by Brozovic. And sent all the way down on net, though, so no icing. And left there. Crouch with it. Gets it out.
Sarakowski's finishing his checks in front of the net on Zach Blevins.
To Cooley. Cooley goes behind the net. Towards the slot. Shot is blocked. Rebound through the crease. Kept out by a defenseman in front. Didn't see the number.
Adam Scarelli just kept that one out.
Sent on net. Brozovic will hold and get a whistle. 6:19 now on the clock.
It's good just to breathe a little bit after that one.
Been a while since we got a breather.
Yeah. Especially for JB. You give up 2 goals and then Adam Scarelli has to bail you out for the third. Good to slow the pace down a little bit. Just take a breath. It's okay. Slow the pace.
Colonials will win this draw. Noah Long has it behind his own net. He will send that one up to Kasivi, who will chip that one in the zone. That will be picked up and sent out by the Vulcans, but Daniels will hold to Long. Long into the slot will be chipped in by Kloss and set behind the net. Sarakowski will clear, as that one's going to go the length of the ice for a Vulcans icing.
Sarakowski almost turned that one over below the goal line. He had just overskated that puck with a Colonial forechecker coming down pretty hard. Luckily for him, he got back to it, though.
Yes, he did. Offensive zone face-off for the Colonials. Daniel's going to lose that one to Farkle. Sent around the net by Sarakowski. Kept in at the line by Patneski. Gets tangled up with Evans, who will set it behind the net. Intercepted by Daniels. Tries to send it towards the slot. On the back of the net. Still with it is Daniels. Into the front of the net. Kasivi fighting for it. Can't get a handle on it. Sent out to the point. Chipped right back in. Kept in by Kloss. Back behind to Kasivi. Kasivi will flip it around. Too long. Long shot is blocked. And the Vulcan's still with it. Takes a weird bounce. Goes right to Patneski, who sent it behind to Kasivi. Sent towards the slot. Unable to find the stick of Daniels before intercepted. Daniels will pickpocket that one, and we have a Colonial power play with 5:03 in the first.
Daniels turned it over. Was trying to get it back, and just took that hooking penalty.
It will be Mike Farkle to the box for hooking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Daniels took the penalty. Daniels forced the turnover and drew the penalty. Sorry.
Colonials will have a power play. This power play looked really good against St. Vincent. See if they can come strong. Winning the draw back. Betts at the point. Shot goes wide. Kasivi fighting for it. Will be picked up here. Crivelli. Crivelli backhand shot saved away with the shoulder. Sent to the point. Long shot is blocked. Fighting for it. Now picked up. Shot goes wide there. Off of a deflection. Crivelli still with it. He'll flip it down to Blevins. Blevins still with it. Back to Long. Long at the point. Shot there. Save made. Rebound is still loose. Fighting for it was Crivelli. Blevins' shot is blocked away. Back to the point to Betts. Across the Long. Long shot goes off the bar. Kasivi with it. Back to the point to Betts. Betts at the blue line. Winds, fires, save made by Sarakowski. And finally getting a breaker, the Vulcans. Under siege for a minute there.
I like that power play a lot, forcing everything to the net. No point in passing it around 100 times. Just you get a look, take it.
Sarakowski was on his behind at least twice during that power play. Colonials just can't find it past the defenseman.
Yeah, they're doing a good job helping him out in front.
Colonials with another draw. Sorelli over to Newton. Newton's shot gets blocked and cleared out by Lucido as he took that shot block, and he was tough to get up.
Looks like he took that one in the ankle.
That was going to be turned over right to Lucido as he gets around Shirelli. Well, Shirelli, I should say, got in his way.
Yeah, Shirelli kind of blocked him in the A gap there.
LaQuatra, he'll pick it up behind the net, avoids a hit from Lucido. Colonials now moving in. LaQuatra, he'll hold. Tries to send it in front. Save made. Net is off. Unfortunate for the Colonials. Patneski just taking that off with his foot.
That was an incredible look from Joey LaQuatra, though, to be able to find that stick back door. Through all the traffic. Just a nice save by Sarakowski. He's feeling it so far in this one.
He's looking really good.
He's looked good.
Rose will win that one straight back, but past the stick of Newton. That was going to be sent all the way down. 23 to go. Despite the fact the Colonials haven't gotten one yet, it's been a really strong power play.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to be unhappy about with this power play other than that they haven't scored.
Patneski will chip that one in. Kept at the line by Newton. LaQuatra will hold. 8 seconds on the power play. Back to the point. Newton. Newton will send it down. Will be flipped by Patneski. 2 rows. Even strength now. Down to Shirelli. Shirelli gets taken into the boards. And another huge hit there by the Colonials. Rose will send that one around. be picked up, but no Vulcans in the area. Newton will be the first one to it. He'll try and chip it back in. It'll be picked up by Crouch, who will send it behind the net. Pinching was long as he gets taken down before Crouch picks it up behind the net. Another clearing attempt. That one will get out, as now here come the Vulcans.
Levander's off to the races.
Levander. He'll send it towards the slot. No one there. Coming off the bench. Almost had a great opportunity there was Kalmanier. Shirilli behind the net. 2 minutes to go in the first. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay will flip that one in off Lamago. Chasing after it. Big hit there. Behind the net by Barr. So now here come the Vulcans. Karputska will send it on net. Gloved away by Brozovic and covered. 1:54 on the clock.
The physicality level in this game is rising.
Yes, it has.
Pretty quickly.
I'm surprised it's been as clean as it is for a D3 Colonial versus D3 Vulcan game.
Yeah, me too. But we got there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We're getting there for sure.
We're getting there.
We hope it doesn't get much worse.
I think it will, but we'll see.
As the Colonials unable to switch. Too late on the switch, apparently, despite the fact that it was on the bench already by the time they told him to switch back.
They bought the time, though, which is what they need.
Yeah, they did. It's going to be sent back by Lindsay, back to the point. Vasco will hold. It's blocked by Lindsay. Vasco. He'll move into the offensive zone for the Vulcans. Sent behind the net, takes a weird bounce, makes its way out to the point. Sent in where it's picked up by Lamago. Lamago will flip that one up to Lindsay. Over to Cavado. Cavado will send it in the offensive zone. Icing is called. 1:26. A lot of whistles in quick succession here.
Yeah, we had a little time of play to go, but a lot of icings now. As the same Lindsay line's going to have to stay out here. I was thinking at the beginning of the shift, I think that's the first time I've seen Brendan Lindsay
I
this
think
game.
this is his first shift of the game for the Colonials.
I think it's gone for about 2.5 minutes.
Moving forward is Barr. Barr cutting through a lot of Vulcans. Still with it, lets everyone change except for Noah Long. It's now for Cucci. He'll flip it towards the offensive zone. Long. Passes over to Betts. Betts back to the point. Killen. He'll flip it to Barr. Barr was going for a change, where Crouch will send it out to Forcucci. Forcucci will flip it into the offensive zone. It'll be picked up by Killen. Killen to Betts. Betts tries to hit one. It'll eventually make its way. Crivelli fighting for it. He'll send it into the offensive zone. Betts will intercept that pass. It'll be sent over and into the netting. 40.9 on the clock. As the Colonials get an offensive zone face-off to try and get one quick at the end of the period.
Looks like we've had a little line change here, unless Luke Rose is coming out here, because these are his two line mates here with Gavin Crivelli in the middle instead of him.
Betts will take it off the draw, kept barely in by Shirelli. Blevins sent in front, no one there. Just barely kept in, though, from Killen. Betts still fighting for it. It'll be turned over. Lucido with 27 on the clock. He'll chip it in. Shirelli with it. He's pinned along the boards. It'll be picked up by Blevins. Or Crivelli. It'll be sent in. Onside is Evans.
I said that looked offside to me.
Because that one's going to be taken. Carrying is Killen. Killen sends it on net. Unable to get a full shot on that one. Blevins, as time expires.
He had just another second. He was ripping that puck.
He was going to rip that one for sure if he had another second. We hit the end of the first. Colonials 1, Vulcans 2 as they hold the 1-goal lead going into the first intermission.
Not a bad period overall. Not bad.
Not bad at all. We will be back in about 14, 15 minutes for the second period of play, Vulcans Colonials. Period 2, 20 seconds away, but neither team is out and ready as the Colonials finally make their way.
Here comes a few Colonials. Here we go.
As it is Vulcans 2, Colonials 1. if you are a Vulcans fan and are interested, the D4 Vulcans just started their game against the Tartans of Carnegie Mellon. No score in that game as it has started 3 minutes ago, but we'll try and give you updates because I know some Colonial fans might be interested in that one, as that is a league game for the D4 Colonials.
Yeah, a couple updates periodically.
As we get this game ready, going with a nice strategy of no nets, as now the refs will move the nets into play.
Can't lose if they can't score.
Exactly. Remember the D1 game not too long ago where they tried to play with no net.
They did, yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. They got close. We almost dropped the puck without the net.
Yep. As the goaltenders switch sides, Sarakowski now on the far side, Barasovic right in front of you. To your right, can't really see him in the camera right now.
He's there.
He's there.
Just got to take our word for it.
We promise. As locked out is Noah Long. He gets locked out of the ice. Or no, that was Kasivi, my mistake. I saw the one. I thought it was another one.
It did look like an 11.
Colonials looking to bounce back after giving up one in the first.
Colonials can't be afraid to shoot the puck.
They started shooting a lot more as the game went on.
They picked up the pressure more as they started shooting more. You have pucks and people to the net.
Puck is down. Vulcans take the puck off the draw. Lucido. He'll leave it. Farkle back to the point. Vasco's shot. Poked wide by Brozovic. Barely kept in there on the clear attempt by Rose. Kept in the ice surface, I should say. That one is sent on net by Vasco and held in a position Brozovic can't let go.
He's going to be happy to keep that one. Just take it easy. Get a nice quick breather in a D-zone face-off for Luke Rose.
As Rose and Betts, or not Rose and Betts, Long and Betts, not knowing where the face-off is, lining up on the other side. Rose in the face-off dot as he gets thrown out. Blevins will come in to take the draw. Loses it. It'll go back to Evans. Evans to Vasco. Vasco's shot gets tipped wide. Patneski gets hit up high, but loses the puck in the process. Rose will send that one up to Betts, bounces off his stick, and goes a Vulcan way. Vasco. He'll move into the neutral zone, chips it over the net. Brozovic will catch and hold as we've got a force out at third base now.
I say JB's playing in the outfield for that one.
Makes a better catch than Juan Soto.
I think the Yankees could use him.
I said the right name, right? I didn't watch the game. I know there was a fumble in the outfield.
I want to say it was Aaron Judge, but I don't know.
Jones will send that one up the ice to Newton. He can't get it cleared. Will now get it cleared and just out of reach of LaQuatra. That one's going to be set the length of the ice for an icing.
LaQuatra almost beat it out as it was coming back, too. The Vulcan defenseman was taking it slow, taking it easy back there, and Joey LaQuatra was not.
Into the face-off. Crivelli will lose that one as the Vulcans will take advantage of that one. It'll make its way to Newton. Newton tries to flip to Cavato. It'll make its way over to Jones, who will send it over to Newton. Newton will try and get it all the way the length of the ice, just past LaQuatra. Now it's going to be picked up by Ball. Ball gets knocked off the puck by Jones, and it'll be picked up here by Crivelli. Crivelli up to Newton. Newton will move his way in. Sent on net, saved away by Sarakowski. Newton will try and send it to the point. Cavato is not looking for that one as he turns that one over. Cavato hits the red line. Going to make his way into the blue line. He still has it. Sent on net, goes wide, and past Jones. No icing as the Colonials are the one that sent it all the way the length of the ice.
And we're going to regroup this one back behind JB and try it again.
Sent the length of the ice straight to the stick. Offsides is called on Alex Kasivi. That one was a tough one if you're a Colonial fan.
That's tough.
Can't really tell as the blue line kind of blends in.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can't really see it from over here. We're just going to have to take the word of the official, but that's a tough one.
So that one's going to come all the way down in the defensive zone.
Yeah, the pass came from down here. Beautiful pass, though.
It was a great pass.
Through multiple sticks, perfect tape to tape. Just off sides, apparently.
Daniels going to win that draw. Turned over, though. Sent towards the slot. Kasivi will take it. As down as a Vulcan behind the net. It is Nick Zito. Has a goal. And a power play coming up for the Colonials. As a trip occurs on the other side of the ice. But Zito slow to get up. Daniel's going to help the medic make his way to Zito.
I could be wrong, but it looked like his knee went into the boards.
That is hit. Based on where he's grabbing. That's what I would assume as well.
I saw him when he first spun up behind the net. He was grabbing his knee. So I think he tried to finish his check and just missed and caught his knee on the boards.
Yeah, Daniels was down there with him. Didn't see what happened as we were looking further up in the play. Zito makes his way to his feet. That could have been scary. Could have been the second D3 game in a row that we see someone severely injured. That's not what you want to see.
Thankfully, that could have been a lot worse than it actually is. Thankfully.
But at the other end, tripping penalty on Farkle as the Colonials down the power play.
Oh, I didn't even see that. We got a power play.
Farkle with a trip on the far boards. The Colonials get a power play.
We got to force a lot of pucks to the net on this one as well. We did a good job of that on the first power play.
Puck gets its way to the point to Betts. Betts sent on net. Saved away. Shot from Blevins as he fans on it. Can be sent all the way and on net to Brozovic. He's going to cover it as Kress was hounding on him. So a defensive zone draw for the Colonials on the power play. Minute 46 still to go. Vulcan's trying to kill as much as they can in the offensive zone. Colonials looking to get one pretty quick.
So this is not where you want the puck if you're on a power play.
Kervilli won that one straight to Betts as he's going to streak his way up the ice. Leaves it for Kasivi. Kasivi's going to send it around. It'll be picked up. Blevins' shot goes just wide. Will make its way up to Betts. Betts will flip it across. Make its way back to Betts. Betts' shot hits something. It's picked up by Kasivi. Kasivi sent behind the net to Kervilli. Kervilli gets his pocket picked. It'll be picked up by Vasco, who will clear it the length of the ice. Noah Long has to race down to grab it.
Something to watch for. Both Vulcan forwards started streaking down the ice when he got clear possession of that puck behind the net. So there's something for the Colonials to watch. You don't want to give up a shorthand breakaway.
Blevins moves it up to the point. Long. Across to Betts. Betts back to Long. Long shot goes wide. Rebound in front. Saved away. Rebound is digging for it. Doesn't go in. Don't know where the puck ended up, but it was not in the back of the net according to the referee.
It was not in the net. Sarakowski, I don't think, ever saw the initial shot, as it didn't look like he moved at all. And I believe it was Alex Kasivi in front of the net who just couldn't bury the rebound coming off the end boards.
As the medic makes his way over to the Cal U penalty box, as opposed to the Colonial penalty box, assumed to help with the clearing of the penalty. Shirelli will take that one off the draw, sends that one down low. LaQuatra can't get a handle on it, make its way to Rose. Rose back to Shirelli. Sent across. Newton. He'll hold, sends it over to LaQuatra. LaQuatra's going to move his way back down. Back to Newton at the slot. Over to Shirelli. Shirelli's shot gets blocked. LaQuatra. Over. Newton. Shirelli. Down to Rose. Rose back to Shirelli. Shirelli's shot gets blocked by a Vulcan. Picked up by the Colonials behind the net. Sent in front and sent all the way right to Brozovic, though. As an icing is called.
I'm not sure why.
And
as JB played that puck, if my eyes don't deceive
Yeah,
me.
he played the puck, as the Vulcan fans around us are visibly upset, and I am confused
I'm
with them.
I'm confused, yeah. I'm not sure why.
I agree that should not have been an icing.
No, I'm not sure why it was, as JB almost went into the boards to finish his check after he kind of messed it up a little bit.
He misplayed the puck. The puck ends up bouncing to the boards. That's a weird call.
Break for the Colonials, I guess.
Definitely break for the Colonials. Big hit there by Lamago. Vulcan still with it. Moving forward is Levender. Levender's going to send it behind a Cooley. Cooley will turn it over, though. Jones can't get it out as it goes right back, but flipped into the netting there by Levender.
Ended up didn't help in the Colonials at all. The lucky icing call.
As we do have a little bit of the delayed update. CMU up 2-0 on Cal U with 11 minutes to go in the first. CMU made the championship last year in D4. Looking to repeat again this year. Maybe take down the Colonials.
Maybe. It's what, 3 in a row?
It'd be 3 in a row for the Colonials in D4.
Yeah.
Lamago's pass is intercepted. Now the Colonials have to backtrack in their own zone. Cavato's got to try and flip that one up. Will hit the stick of Levender and make his way to Barr. Cody Barr. Still on his feet, gets eventually poked off the stick by Vasco. Vasco into the Colonial zone, gets it poked off by Jones. Jones's clear attempt can't do it. Gets the second time. Vulcan is down as he's going to pick that one up into the slot for Vasco. Vasco making Barasovic miss, and he's going to score. Mike Vasco makes Barasovic go out of his pants, and it's 3-1.
Vasco was looking for a penalty call just before that, too. Felt one of his teammates were hooked or tripped or something, but I'm sure he's not complaining anymore.
I'm sure he's not either.
As he walks down Broadway and sends JB into a different dimension.
Barasovic visibly upset as he passes by us.
Yeah, you can
Just
see
his
it.
head.
You can see it.
Colonials now got to dig themselves out of a 2-goal hole here, as that one's going to be one directly to Barasovic. Killen will grab it. Just out of reach, though, of the pass to Kloss. Sent on net, will go off of Killen. Shirilli can't pick it up. Picked up by the Vulcans now. They have a lot of momentum. Shot in, saved away by Barasovic. Back to the point, Ball. Ball is intercepted. Here comes Kasivi. Kasivi moving in. Makes its way across. Shot there. Blockered away on the shot from Kloss. What a save there by Sarakowski.
That's an incredible save by Sarakowski.
The Vulcans with a lot of energy is now here. They come back into the Colonial zone. Gets around Shirilli. Neville behind the net. He'll get it poked off. Tries to go. Will make it to the point. Slap shot completely fanned on, but finds a stick shot there. Tipped in front and held by Barasovic. And squeaks out just after the whistle. Lucky there.
Somehow held. I'm not sure how, but it was. Colonials are going to need a little momentum change here. They're on their heels a little bit.
Rose in the faceoff against Kress. Patneski with it. He'll try and flip it out. Kept in by Kress. Eventually be taken by Blevins. He'll move that one over to Betts, who will pick up his own passes. Blevins. Off the pass from Blevins. Off of, what a save again by Patneski, or Sarakowski.
Blevins almost went through 4 or 5 Vulcans for that one. What a save.
That one's going to make its way up to Forcucci. Forcucci, he'll make his way around long. Back to the point. Sarakowski's shot goes wide. Pinching down is Crouch. He'll send it towards the slot. He'll make his way back to the point. Sarakowski's shot goes wide. Rebound for Forcucci getting across was Barasovic.
JB got to that one a little late.
As I don't think we ever read the official goal call for the first Colonials goal. It was Gavin Crivelli assisted by Austin Pasneski and Noah Long.
Luke Rose is going to have to back out of the faceoff here for a second. There you go. Lucky the ref was looking. JB was fixing something with his pants.
Vasco's shot there is blocked. He'll make his way back to Vasco for another chance. Sent in, blocked away by Rose. Back to Ball. Ball's shot is tipped right into the glove and held away by Barasovic.
JB, after a kind of easier first period, not as much to do, has been under siege for most of this second period. Colonials had a few good chances, but most of the sustained pressure has been down here.
Vulcans off the draw, sent in, saved away by Barasovic, and net is off. Ball was upset. He was getting ready to fire one.
And Chase Evans was ducking for cover down below the net.
Barasovic putting a little water on the post, make sure it doesn't come out next time. Well, I mean, it's a little hard when three guys crash right into the post.
Yeah. And JB is... Sarakowski didn't have any trouble with the pegs in the first period, but JB is a lot bigger of a man than he is.
Shot there goes way wide. Newton will hold. He'll send it all the way across, past the stick of Crivelli. Now the Vulcans will take it, send it in, and it's Cavato to pick it up. Newton's pass is intercepted. Vulcans just with a little bit of miscommunication. Farkle could have been away on that one.
He could have.
He'll get the puck anyway at the blue line. He'll send it down below to Lucido. Lucido's going to lose it. Fighting for it. Cavato the first one to it. He'll flip it over. Newton will send it behind the net. No one there for the Colonials, and it's going to be picked up by Farkle. Farkle back behind the net to Evans. Evans tries to find Lucido again. Can't get there. Evans will pick that one back up. Poked away by Crivelli. Which will be picked up by Cavato. Cavato will send it over. Intercepted by Levender. Vulcans are feeling themselves right now.
Yeah, the Colonials are going to need something to change the momentum here. It has been
long. Can't get it out.
All Vulcans.
Evans sends it towards the net. And then finally cleared down the ice, but it will be an icing. So no change for the Colonials as they can't get off, and the Vulcans can make a full change.
No change for the Colonials, but at least they get a second just to breathe, calm down. They were running around a lot. The Vulcans have had the puck for like a minute and a half straight in the zone. So they get a chance just to reset.
Crivelli on the draw. He'll win it. We'll flip that one out. Not far enough to get icing, but not far enough either to get a full change, as they're going to have to stay on. Crivelli tries to flip that one in. Jones with it. He'll flip it into the defensive zone for the Vulcans, as now three Colonials can get off. Icing nullified. Cavato is back there. He's going to flip it up. Here comes Crivelli. He just gets it poked off his stick. Tiernan's pass is off wing. Before it's sent over to Kasivi for the Colonials. He'll move it over to Cavato. Cavato to Crivelli. He'll chip it in and finally get a change, and so will Cavato.
Those two needed it. They've been out there for about 2 minutes now.
Colonials now in the offensive zone. Kloss with it. Behind the net. Tries to go to Shirelli. Out of reach. Now he's got a Vulcan on him. And Barasovic negates the icing going out to play that one.
Oh, that was a little...
Kill takes a hard hit.
From behind.
Sent across. Daniels towards the slot. No one there. Vulcan without a stick. Unable to get that one cleared, but it will be picked up by Neville, who will send it in. And a hit by Daniels. And a Colonial power play coming up on the retaliation. Killen will flip it around as they're fighting.
JB just realizing he's going now for the extra man.
Betts, he'll carry. 2 Vulcans taken down. Whistle is blown despite the fact Vulcans don't get possession. So a little bit of an unfortunate bounce, and unfortunate for Brozovic as he just skated the whole way down the ice.
Yeah, but get a little skate in. Well, a little nice easy skate.
Get the legs flowing after he just had 3 minutes under siege.
Yeah, yeah. I did not actually see what happened. I know it was a retaliatory slash because I could hear it, but I don't know if it was to the shins, back, head. I don't know what happened.
I didn't see it either. Neville gets hit down by Daniels. I hear the slash, and I don't know where it hit. Sounded like stick, so I'm going to assume he slashes stick.
My guess is stick or shin because I heard the crack, and I think if it was head, there would have been more of a fight.
And Daniels probably would not have been standing.
Yeah, there would have been a little bit more pushback if it was head.
Blevins in for the Colonials. Back to the point. Long. Sent on net. Chipped wide. Sent back to Long at the point. He'll send it on net. Save made. Rebound is in front. Betts will have it. He'll shoot. Makes its way to the corner.
Just misses the stick of Cervelli.
Now with it is Blevins. Blevins behind the net. He'll send it on net. Can't find the stick of Cervelli. Back to the point. Betts. He'll send it below the ice. Kasivi gets taken down by Sarakowski. And now the Vulcans have a 2-on-1 on Long. Here comes Evans. Evans pass across, and they're going to score. Short-handed. It's Mike Farkle. And the Vulcans have a 4-1 lead.
JB's not happy about that one as he sends the puck to outer space. This is what I was saying earlier, though, that they send the 2 guys streaking as soon as they get clear possession. And you just have to watch out for that as they get an on-man break here. None of the officials knew JB sent the puck over to the NCAA game on the other side.
Yeah.
He sent that thing up into the rafters.
Lucky, probably, because that probably would have been a penalty.
Probably, yeah. That's probably a delay game.
Patneski. Colonials looking to rebound. Still on the power play with 51 seconds left. Shirelli will send it down. Pass is intercepted and sent on net to Brozovic. Newton. Newton will now move in with speed. 33 to go on the power play. Gets poked away. It'll leave it for Rose. Rose back to the point. LaQuatra. LaQuatra, I think, wanted to switch with Newton. Newton wouldn't go, though.
Yeah, he wasn't having any of it.
LaQuatra behind the net. Has a Vulcan on him as he's going to get his pocket picked, and eventually he'll pick it back up. Where he gets taken down. Newton fighting for it. Won't get it out. Tries to kick it. Was a Vulcan, but it'll eventually be cleared the length of the ice, and the penalty is killed once again for the Vulcans.
It was Dax Kress tried to kick it out of the zone and just missed it.
2 sticks on the ice for the Vulcans. Newton gets taken down. Tries to leave it for Lamago. Will find his way to his stick before it is flipped in. Behind the net. It's picked up by Kibe. He'll flip it over. Cologne. Ref has a stick now as here comes Cooley. He'll try to get around Patneski. He can't make it before Shirelli will pick it up. And a power play for the Vulcans. Patneski had his stick held, ended up taking a retaliatory on that one. As he pushes Cooley down to the ice.
Yeah, the second guy always goes.
As we've seen so far in this game.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking comeback here for the Colonials. You have to kill this one off now. You cannot fall down 5-1. And you will need at least 1 before the end of this period. 2 in a period is doable. 3 is tough. You can do it, but it's not easy.
Vulcans win that one back. Neville across to Vasco. Back to Neville. Down to Evans. Back to Neville. Back to Vasco. Vasco's shot save made by Brozovic. Barely cleared out. Taken out in his own power, though, by Lucido. Where it's picked up by Vasco. Vasco will make his way into the zone, makes a good move around with Daniels. Back to the point, Farkle. Down to Evans, back to Farkle. Farkle shot! Gets through Brozovic, got enough of it though as it goes wide.
He got lucky on that one. He just got enough of it.
Sent wide there by Farkle before it's picked up by Nebel. Back, Vasco. Vasco's shot gets tipped just wide. Coming around with it is Farkle. He'll make his way back to Vasco. Vasco will hold. Sends it down. Lucido. Across. Shot just going wide. Great stick there by Jack Jones to keep that one from Evans.
I think he saved a goal on that one.
Definitely. That's going to be sent all the way on net. Setting at the length of the ice is Sarakowski. Colonial's going for a full sail change. 4-on-1 for the Vulcans. Sent in, and they're going to score. Mike Vasco, as Brozovic visibly upset, and he's going to pull himself.
Yeah, and JB's leaving. Going to get a new stick.
Oh, no, he's going to get a new stick. Thought he was going to pull himself. He can't really be too upset on that one. He had to defend a 4-on-1.
It was a 4-on-0.
4-on-0, my mistake.
While, yeah.
He's the one.
Yeah, that's tough. I'd be saving my money on that one personally. I'm not going to be very mad about giving up a 4-on-0.
Horrible change for the Colonials.
Yeah. Good read on the other end by Sarakowski, though, to airmail that one down and get the odd man break.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get an assist on that one. I believe that touched 3 Vulcans.
I think it touched 3 of them.
He absolutely deserves an assist on that one because that was a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
But he's not going to get one.
Mike Smith reminds me of.
Definitely. Brozovic, he needs to cool down. The Vulcans know they're in his head.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the main things they teach you about goaltending, is that you don't show your emotions. You can't show that you're upset.
As we have, I believe, a timeout. I don't know what was ever called.
I think it was a Colonials timeout. Just to give everyone a second to breathe.
As a little bit of update for Vulcans fans, I know you're enjoying this game, a 5-1 lead. First period has just ended at CMU, and it is 4-0 CMU over Cal in D4 action, as the period has just ended as we speak. Colonials in the offensive zone, going to fan on that shot. Blevins still with it. Tries to send it in front for Betts. Now here come the Vulcans once again. Carrying in Zito. Offsides.
That's interesting. He called that one a little late.
A little late
for an offside.
As we feared, no point for Sarakowski as 2 Vulcans touched that. As it was a beautiful pass.
As 2 goaltenders calling this,
oh yeah,
you hate to see it. I mean, you hate to see that.
Moving in as Blevins gets around 1, around 2, misses into the glass. Sent back in by Long. It's going to be intercepted by the Vulcans, and now they're going to take advantage. Shot is blocked, and now here come the Vulcans. Tiernan gets his pocket picked and gets the rebound, the recession, though, as here comes Killen. Blevins makes one miss. Here comes Blevins, his shot off the post. I didn't hear a post, but I don't think he made the save.
It was either post or blocker.
Shirelli, he'll pick it up below the goal line. Multiple on him. Blevins in there. He'll pick it up now. Blevins into the offensive zone for the Colonials. Gets taken down. Vasco, he'll move that one up. Cooley leaves it. Goes back to Cooley into the slot. Vasco's shot goes off. Brozovic, Jesus, he's having trouble with his name there, and goes into the netting.
I believe that's a Warrior VT2 in his hand, I think. I don't know the numbers. But thankfully for that stick, he got a shoulder on it.
Oh,
Because if not, it might have also ended up in the rafters.
Crivelli's going to win that one over to Patneski. His clearing attempt goes off LaQuatch right back to Crivelli, who will give it to LaQuatch and over to Newton. Newton's shot goes way wide and around the net. Be picked up by the Vulcans, almost chipped through everyone with Levender. Crivelli with it. Into the Colonials zone, tries to send it across. This is going to be intercepted, though, by Nebel. Nebel will go into the offensive zone. Bounces off a hit. Another hit sends it towards the slot. Right in front. He's going to score. Noah Levender. And it's 6-1 Vulcans.
Another tough break for JB, as that one bounces right to Levander in the slot, and he just snipes it 5-hole.
As 3 minutes to go in this second period, I don't want to talk down on anyone, but will we see a different number in the net come the third period?
I think just for JB's sake, probably. You got to start thinking about tomorrow, though. I believe the Colonials play again.
They do play. They play at Case Western.
Yeah. So then you have to start thinking about that, too.
Jones, he'll flip it out. Bounces out of the offensive zone. Vulcans fighting for it. Farkle sent in on net, save there by Brozovic.
I saved JB.
Jones gets his pocket picked by Evans. Sent to the point. No one there. Sarakowski with it now. Sends it behind the net. It's going to be picked up and sent out. Tipped there by Kasivi, as that one's going to go bouncing to the Colonials bench. Kibe gets his pocket picked. Daniel's shot is gloved away. And save there.
I don't think Sarakowski knew he saved it.
I don't think he did either.
He looked kind of confused that it was in his glove.
Sarakowski also hasn't really faced that many shots this period, it seemed. He's
No,
going to be under siege in the first.
Yeah, he hasn't had to do much this period. He was looking just there for another stretch pass. I'm starting to see how he has an apple on the year.
Yeah. He should have another one today.
He should, yeah. That should be two.
Lindsay tries to send that one back to the point, gets poked away by Forcucci. Now here comes Forcucci moving in. Shot is tipped away by Cavato and into the netting. A whistle with 1:59 to go in the second.
I like that decision to shoot that. He had the streaker going to the back door, but I like the decision just to shoot that.
Fans trying to get it up over the netting, and they will.
There we go.
There's a 1:59 to go in the second period. It's only the second period.
It is only the second period. This one has gotten away from the Colonials a little bit.
Definitely has. Trying to barge back in this one if they can. Cavato will pick this one up. He'll move it up to Barr. Barr's going to push in. Sends it toward the slot. No one there, though. Where it's going to be picked up by Cavato after the clear by the Vulcans. Long will send that one across. Cavato can't get it out. Will make its way to Barr. Barr will hand it out. And a hand pass.
As called by the fans to our right.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's gotten away a little bit from the Colonials.
It's not impossible.
No, the good news is that you still have 21 minutes and 28 seconds of hockey to try to get something.
It's very possible.
Sometimes these are the easiest games to play in. I mean, there's no pressure anymore. You just go out and play.
You've got to score a goal about every 4 minutes.
Yeah, you just kind of go out, you play, you have fun. As much fun as you can, down 6-1. And
Betts streaking up, makes a man miss. He'll hold. Pass gets sent across. Don't know how that one didn't make it
on the goal line by Vasco.
Crivelli. This line has been hot all game. It's going to be sent the length of the ice. Fighting for it is Crivelli. I don't know what happened there. I didn't hear a whistle.
I didn't hear a whistle either, but it was in the midst of the minute left in the period call. I don't know. It seemed like everyone but Scarelli knew that or thought that we were going to keep playing that.
Even and the Vulcan player.
Yeah.
Who came in. As it looked like, I was looking at the ref because I was looking to see if he was going to blow it. And he looked like he screamed something but didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah, it looked like he was yelling it was dead. I don't know.
Shirelli, he'll pick that one up just below the goal line. Flips that one around, so he's picked up by Crivelli. Moves that one over to Betts. Betts sends it over to Blevins. Blevins gets take it down. Big hit there.
He got sat down.
Crivelli. Down to Blevins. Blevins can't get a pass in. Killen avoids a hit as well as he's going to send that one in deep.
Narrowly avoided that.
Vasco, who will move that one over. Vulcan's looking for a late one. Colonial's looking for a late one as well. As another huge attempted hit by the Vulcans there. 7 seconds. Vulcan's got to press up fast. Sent all the way down. Cooley can't collab. And a big hit there at the end from Patneski.
I didn't even see him back there.
Gets hit to make the play. End of the second period. Colonials 1, Vulcans 6. Game getting away from the Colonials as we will be back in about 14, 15 minutes for the third period in Colonials versus the Vulcans. Period 3 here in the Olympic Arena. It is Vulcans 6, Colonials 1. Colonials looking for a gargantuan comeback here as they give up 4 in the second period, including a 4-on-0 breakaway for the Vulcans.
You don't see those very often.
Not at all. I do want to say the Colonials, the 4 Colonials, we've had a 5-on-0.
You see those even less often.
We didn't even get a shot.
That's bad.
Speaking of D4, Vulcans update for D4. Just giving up a power play goal to CMU, now 5-0 as we hit about 3/4 left in the second period.
I don't see a Colonials goaltender.
Neither goalie have hit the ice yet, so we don't know if they're going to make a switch or not. Brozovic is going to be the one.
Yeah, he's going to finish this out. Which tells me it's Gunnar Fulton tomorrow.
And a big one for the Colonials is they're going to take on Case Western, and a big one because they're going to be playing in Cleveland Monster Stadium.
Yeah.
In a real professional arena. That's going to be an incredible feeling for them.
Yeah, it's always a cool atmosphere.
So it will be Brozovic still in the net. Sarakowski still in the net in front of us. Kasivi makes his way on late as always.
As always. It was almost locked out again.
Mr. Lamago working the door for the refs.
I think he knew this time around. Got to give him a second.
20 minutes to go. Can the Colonials come back? What do they got to do here to get back in this game?
Just play. There's not one thing over another to come back from 6-1. Just play. Put the puck on the net. Just go. They're a good team. They know they can do it. They know they can play at the level. Just go do it.
Colonials, they've fought back before. I don't know about coming back from a 5-goal deficit, but they've come back before.
This one's tough. But you got to be here for the next 20 minutes anyway, so no point in just sandbagging it. Might as well just go play some hockey.
Crivelli sends that one in front, just shot wide from Blevins. It's going to be sent around to the point. Sent back around by Patneski. Shirelli will not be able to keep that one in. Betts has to chase that one down as he's hauled by Evans.
If Blevins could have put that on the net, I think that would have been a pretty good start to the comeback there.
Pretty good start for sure. Patneski will pick it up behind the Colonials net. He'll send it over to Betts. Betts makes one-man miss, sends it back to Patneski. He's going to send it back the length of the ice, this time over to Crivelli. He will leave it for Blevins. Blevins moving in. Shot there, saved away by Sarakowski, and covered for the Colonials.
I would like to see that shot a little bit earlier from Blevins. He carried it. He took like 2 strides with it, and he just killed his own angle.
Blevins, I don't know if you've seen this. We've talked about this last time. 103 points, 55 goals.
Yeah.
Last year for his D3 team that he came from.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Jefferson Community College, I believe, is where he came from, putting up 55 goals last year.
55 goals is impressive.
Has 3 this year. Needs a couple more to bring the Colonials back into that one. Newton's shot goes way high. Rose will pick it up. He'll send it back down. Cooley will intercept. Fighting for it along the boards. It'll eventually make its way to Rose. Rose along the goal line. Bad angle shot. Goes too high and clears. Or it'll be picked up by Killen. Killen tries to flip it in. Cooley will intercept. In the offensive zone. Can't make its way. Go back to the point. Point shot by Crouch goes off of Brozovic.
There we go.
I'll get it eventually.
One time. That's why I've been sticking to JB. It's nice and easy.
We flipped out. Rose didn't know where that puck went. And it'll be sent in by Nebel. Picked up by Long. Turns it over. Poked away straight to Newton, who tries to send it to LaQuatra.
And here we go again.
Colonials changing a little better change here as Patneski's still there and able to clear it with Shirelli. Moving up, Kasivi can't get a handle on that one. That could have been a great break, but he can't get a full handle on that.
Just couldn't get to it.
He stays at the blue line, keeps it, sent in, scores. Tipped in by Wade Daniels, and that's one way to start the comeback. It's 6-2.
It's a good start. That's a good start.
Daniels with a great tip there on the shot from Kasivi. Don't believe there will be another assist. I believe that was cleared out by a Vulcan. So
I believe so, yeah.
But
good start there.
Good
2.5
start for sure. In 20 minutes, you got to score every 5. If you score every 4, if you want to get 5 goals, they score before the 4-minute mark, so they get a little more time here to score the next one. Shirelli's going to send that one in. Back behind the net, Sarakowski will get it. Kept in by Kasivi. He'll send it in deep. Behind the net. Kloss. He'll get it picked off. And the Vulcans will not clear. Kasivi keeps it in, tries to poke it back to Daniels. Those two connecting again would have been scary.
Kasivi's having a good shift.
Confirmed it will just be Daniels from Kasivi, so that will be it on that one. As that one's going to be cleared out, and here comes Tiernan in all alone. Save made Brozovic as he gets that one clamped between the legs.
Huge save by JB. I was just thinking during the shift, the part of the comeback that we haven't mentioned yet is that JB is going to have to be good back there.
He's going to have to be very strong.
It can't go any higher than 6 if they want any shot.
Because also, when you're thinking about a comeback, I mean, you're going to face more shots just because your offense is going to be pushing a lot harder for a goal.
Yeah, you're going to face a lot more high-danger opportunities like that one, just because all 5 Colonials will be attacking hard in the offensive zone.
Speaking of which, here comes Killen moving in. He'll send it in deep, makes his way around Vasco. He'll still be the first one to it. Tries to send it across. Owen Newton isn't there to pick it up, and now here comes Forcucci for the Vulcans. Forcucci moving in. Shot there is saved away by Brozovic. It's picked up by Lamago. Lamago will try and get it to Owen Newton. Can't get there. Intercepted. Here come the Vulcans, and then chipped away by the D. Vasco out of the zone. Will flip it back all the way around. Owen Newton having to fight for it. Colonials digging for it. Newton gets it out. We'll go right to the stick of Jones. Lamago, he'll carry. Tries to leave it for Barr. Intercepted. Now here come the Vulcans back. It's Vasco. Vasco gets around Long. Turns back. At the point. A cross shot there by Ball goes wide. Vasco still with it. To Ball. Ball's shot goes wide. Barr now trying to make his way there. Can't beat out Vasco, and now he's going to go for a change. Vasco baits Blevins, and here comes Ball. Ball sends it in. Glove saved by Brozovic and held. 15-32 was another second ticked off a little late there.
We want that second back before the end of the game. The Colonials are making a lot of moves at the blue line here that I really don't like. obviously the Vulcans are going to be a little bit more laid back in this period, as up by 5. Sorry, but doesn't mean you have to dangle at the blue line every time.
Blevins moving in. His shot goes wide. Defended by Crouch. It's going to make its way up to Long. Long fans on the chip in. Crouch will pick it back up. He's pressured by Blevins. Gets a stick on that one. It's going to be picked up by Crivelli. He'll try and send it below to Betts. Crouch will be the first one to it. He'll flip it forward to Lucido, and now here come the Vulcans. Lucido sends it the length of the ice. Evans there. Towards the net. Save made Brozovic. It'll be picked up by Crivelli. He'll bounce it off the boards. It'll make its way to Blevins as him and Betts both thought the pass was coming to them. Betts tries it. Blevins sends it back to Betts. Betts behind his back. And covered by Sarakowski. A little bit of a late whistle on that one.
I think the ref wanted him to cover it. I think he wanted him to play it. He's talking to him now. It's going to be opportunities like this that are going to get the Colonials back in the game, though. You get an offensive zone draw. Luke Rose's new units coming out here. These are the opportunities.
Sent around. Kept in at the line by Killen. Falls as he tries to keep it in, but the Vulcans will turn it right back over to Rose. Vulcans will send that one back in after the interception. Killen fighting for it with 2 Vulcans. Rose will join the party. It'll be sent around to Patneski. He'll flip it around just off the stick of Newton. He'll tries to flip it to LaQuatra. LaQuatra can't corral it, though. Rose fighting for it along the boards. Along with LaQuatra. Eventually to be flipped out by Rose. Sent over. Kebe will try and send it in. Try to be tipped by Newton, as Kebe will lose it, but it'll be picked right up. And tipped in by Cooley. Picked up down by Killen. Killen will make his way in. LaQuatra will send it in. And it'll be turned right over to Killen. Killen has to wait, though, as the Colonials have to get onside. And it'll be sent back to Sarakowski. Behind the net is the other Sarakowski. Pass off the boards. Goes a little too far out of reach and will make its way to Long. Back to Sorelli. And then tipped in by Newton as the Colonials go for a change as the third line jumps back on.
This is exactly the game the Vulcans want to play right now. Just back and forth, kill time. No real sustained pressure either way. They don't need any more, and they don't want the Colonials to have any.
Kasivi loses it in his skates. Now the Vulcans have it. It's going to be sent around by Vasco, sent towards the slot. And now to the wall where it's going to be picked up by Jack Jones. Jones will try and send it around, where Daniels will eventually find it. It'll make its way to Kasivi. In his skates, before it is flipped back at Vulcan's way, Jones has to fight for it. He will, but there's way too many Vulcans there, but it bounces past all of them. Almost a break for the Colonials there. Ball able to get across, though. Almost. Moving in is Kloss. Kloss in. Save made. Rebound just poked wide. Kloss taken down. No call. Betts tries to keep it at the line. He can't. Long to Cavato. Cavato tries to send it in. Apparently goes off Kloss. There's no icing.
Apparently, I didn't see it.
I didn't either. As here comes Vasco. He'll carry it in the offensive zone for the Vulcans. His shot gets deflected and in the netting. 11:53 to go in the third.
We just announced St. Vincent has won their game. And we are checking the D4 score.
D4 score, Vulcans down 6-0, 7 minutes to go in the second.
That is rough. They're up here 6-2, though.
At least one of them is going to get a win tonight.
One of them will. There's still time
maybe,
for the Colonials.
The Colonials still have a huge chance to come back in this game.
There's still time for the Colonials. There's 11:50 left.
Talking like it's over. It's not over.
Here we go.
Flipped all the way down. Chasing after his Blevins. He's going to win the race with Crouch.
I don't know about that one, but okay.
Betts putting in some pressure. Blevins able to intercept that pass. Tries to send it in deep. Will keep it at the blue line. Just barely. Moving into the slot. Shot save made by Sarakowski.
I don't know how he beat that out. I don't agree that he beat that out, but we'll take it.
It was close.
We'll take it.
That turns into a goal. That's a huge
break. Huge break.
I mean, this could still turn into a goal because then it would have been a defensive zone draw. Now they have an offensive zone draw.
Yeah.
LaQuatra's going to poke that one off the stick of Crouch. It'll be picked up, and now the Vulcans will take it out of the zone. Out of reach. Now it's picked up by Killen. He'll take it behind his own net. Killen dangles around one. Called offsides as he beats the puck in. And now a breakaway here. Chase Evans. Save and another save. 2 saves there for Brozovic.
JV makes 2 after he goes for the poke check.
LaQuatra. He'll fight what? Has the puck, his stick ripped out of his hand as he's now kicking for it.
What is happening?
As now a penalty. Don't know what the call is. Don't know who has possession. Don't know if they're just calling.
What's happening?
Hooking will be the call, so we know it's not going to be on LaQuatra because he didn't have a stick.
It couldn't have been on him.
We'll see who goes to the box. Looks like it's going to be Kibe. Brandon Kibe of the Vulcans, and now the Colonials with their 4th power play chance.
Need to capitalize on this one.
Definitely. This is a need to capitalize power play. 4 goals down, 10 minutes 44 to go.
If you score here, and relatively quickly, all of a sudden it's not that impossible.
Vulcans are going to send that one around. Betts can't keep it in. Noah Long back in his own zone. He'll move it his way up. Bounces off the stick of Betts. Vasco with it. He'll flip it up the center of the ice. Right to Brozovic as he's got Evans cramming down on him as he'll flip that one off to Blevins. And here comes Blevins moving in. As he gets his pocket picked as he had a lot of Vulcans around him. Vasco doing a great job killing time here. As he's just going to pin that one up against the boards.
Yeah, he's okay with it just sitting there.
It's going to be eventually poked out and cleared out by Farkle. Great job there by the Vulcans.
We're coming around back quick here.
Back quickly. It's Blevins. Makes his way around one. Gets around another one. Gets taken down. And he gets pushed into Sarakowski. And they explain... he asks if he's okay, and he says yes.
No hard feelings.
Knows it wasn't on purpose.
No change here as well for the Vulcans, as their guy did push Blevins into the net.
1:03 of power play time left. 9:47 on the clock. Colonial's going to go for a full sail. Getting everyone off. As the Vulcans win that draw, send it the length of the ice on net.
Solid shot there on JB.
That one's going to be a nice one to count for the stat totals.
Raise the save percentage a little bit.
That was going to be sent all the way down. Patneski into the slot to Rose. Rose will try and hit LaQuatra. Can't find his stick. And it'll be chipped up to Newton. Newton to Killen. Killen's pass attempt to LaQuatra. Can't find his stick. Shot there, and that one's going to go in. Justin Newton finds the back of the net, and it's now 6-3. Don't count the Colonials out yet.
All of a sudden, it's doable. All of a sudden. I was just thinking on the LaQuatra fanned one-timer. I don't know if it was a fanned one-timer, but that puck came at him 100 miles an hour. Just couldn't get to it, but he makes a beautiful pass to Newton backdoor. That time it connects. And all of a sudden, it's doable.
It's a 3-goal game. They say it's the worst lead in hockey, but it was a 5-goal lead.
It was a 5-goal lead, yeah. I think that only applies when you are initially up by 3.
Exactly. Crouch going to flip that one forward. Colonials now seem to have a lot of life. Blevins going to send that one over to Crivelli. Crivelli on net, save made.
That almost bounced right to Blevin's stick.
Patneski getting the additional assist. And 22, Luke Rose will get an assist as well. Patneski moves that one up to Blevins. Blevins to Crivelli. He can't corral it, and now it's going to go Vulcan's way. Vasco will clear that one down, where it'll be picked up here by Jack Jones. Jones will flip that one up to Blevins. Blevins tries to dangle through, will make his way through before a third Vulcan has to take that one off his stick.
If I'm head coach Norm Riffner right now, Blevins is up on the deck every other shift. He's been very noticeable this third period, trying to create some offense.
Shirelli sends that one back over to Jones. Jones fans on that one. It's going to go a Vulcan bounce. Then a Colonial bounces. It bounces off his stick. Now here comes Betts. Betts carrying in. Shot there, gloved away by Sarakowski as Betts gets taken down hard after the shot.
Nice save there. Nice easy one right in the glove. Not much traffic.
3 goals in 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Weirder things have happened.
Weirder things have happened. All they need is 3 shots.
Puck gets dropped. It'll be picking up by LaQuatra from behind the net. Tries to send it around to Newton. Too far for him. And it'll be sent back around. Kept in, though, at the line. Long towards the net. Tried to find the stick at LaQuatra as it bounces over.
That just bounced over his stick.
Newton now tries to find his defenseman. Patneski was not along the boards. That one's going to be sent the length of the ice. Patneski has to hurry.
We're going to regroup with JB after that one.
Patneski tries to find LaQuatra. Out of reach and an icing. It'll go back down to the Colonials' end.
7:16 remaining here in the game. Little update on the
little
D4
update.
game.
CMU has scored again. It is now 7-0.
7-0.
CMU over the Vulcans, and it's only the second period.
Oh boy. That's not how you want to spend your Friday night.
I apologize to all Vulcans fans that may be watching us. Clearing attempt is intercepted by the Vulcans now. Pushing forward, here come the Colonials. Patneski tries to go for the pass, blocked by Crouch, though. Crouch will pass that one up to Tiernan. Tiernan will clear that one out to be picked up by Long. Long will send that one in and on net into the glove, or to be picked up by Crouch. Crouch moves that one over. It's going to be intercepted by Kasivi, who tries to send it back to Daniels, but intercepted. Pocket picked, and now here come the Colonials once again. Shirilli will send that one behind to Newton, or to Daniels. Daniels still fighting forward. He'll get that one out of the defensive zone before it's sent right back in. Shirilli tries to find Long, goes through his skates. It's going to be flicked up by Kasivi to Daniels. Daniels with it. Goes to Kloss, just poked off his stick. Daniels still with it. Deflected, makes its way to the center. Cavato at the top of the slot. Shot there, goes wide. That one almost had eyes as we got a whistle here for, I don't know what the whistle's for.
The net came off.
Oh, I didn't see it. When I looked at it, it was still on. So
yeah, that one narrowly missed. Narrowly missed catching the inside of the post.
As they're going to jump the Betts line on with Blevins and Crivelli.
Try to take advantage of this offensive zone draw.
Sent behind the net by Kebe, kept in at the line by Shirelli. He's going to send it down. Blevins to chase. Vasco will send it all the way around, too far for Betts to keep it in. Cavato chasing after it hard. That'll bounce over his stick, and it goes a Vulcan way. Sent towards the slot. Bounces over his stick. Betts is going to lose that one. Lucido. Sent around by the Colonials.
Colonials are going to get a power play here off a retaliatory penalty.
Great timing for the Colonials. They just need to get this one quickly, though.
Yeah. They're going to have to start falling a little bit quicker.
Will be Matt Lucido for the retaliatory. And the slamming of the door might have been another one, but he does not get one.
I think he was trying to close the door.
Okay.
Or maybe the first time was a slam and then it just didn't close. I don't know. It took a few tries, though.
It'll make its way back to the point. Killen. Killen will send it behind the net, picked up by Vasco. Kept in by Killen at the line. Killen tries to send it on net. He'll make its way to Rose. Rose's shot gets blocked away. Back to the point. Newton across to LaQuatra. He can't find it.
He just couldn't control that. If he could, he had an incredible chance.
Vasco doing another great job holding this puck below the net. Here comes LaQuatra out of the corner. Into the slot. Just goes wide. And the net coming off again.
Net goes flying off. Something about the pegs down here. Because JV was having the same problem in the second period.
Barasovic just complained down the other end about not getting a call for that.
Yeah.
That was a grade A chance. You wonder if they waited to blow that till after the shot.
I wonder, but...
Because if that goes in, do they count that as a goal then?
I mean, it depends on how the net moved. If it was going to go in anyway or not.
Kravilli back to Betts. Betts will leave it for Long. Long across to Blevins. Blevins moving in. Glove saved by Sarakowski. Has he been really standing on his head this third period?
He's looked really good.
4:44 to go in the third. Closing in on needing to score a goal a minute to the Colonials.
Yeah, it's getting closer to miracle territory.
Kravilli's going to win that one. Blevins to Betts. Betts in front, blocked by Kasivi, his own man. It's going to be sent the length of the ice. Brozovic out to play it. He'll move it up to Long. Long now over to Betts. Betts will poke it over. Blevins. Blevins will leave it for Betts. Betts sends it back down to Blevins. Blevins behind the back to Betts. As it'll go past him to Kravilli. Kravilli winds, shoots. Save made by Sarakowski. He was deep in his net on that one.
He was almost so deep in his net that he deflected it into his own net.
He almost did, that's for sure.
He just got back to it with the glove. Blevins wanted that puck down here, right in front of us. He wouldn't be, if he got it, he wouldn't be able to step out and cut in to get a grade A chance.
Kravilli off the draw, loses it. Forcucci able to clear it. 40 seconds to go on the power play. 4 minutes in the game.
JB can help the breakout here a little bit by sending some of these pucks up. Kill some of the time of the Colonials going back to break out themselves if he just airmails it up.
Long behind the net, leaves for Betts. Betts will leave it for Kravilli. Kravilli across to Blevins. Blevins moving in as the net gets pushed off once more.
Again.
Colonials lose another grade A chance.
Another one, yeah. I saw JB throw his hands up down on the other end.
He knocked it off a couple times, but...
Yeah, I don't think Sarakowski's doing it on purpose, because JB also struggled with it in the second period.
He seems to be trying to buy a call, though.
Yeah, I think he is. I can't blame him. Gotta help. Gotta help whoever you can.
Crouch will hold it along the boards.
It's an interesting decision to not just get rid of it.
It's a smart play, though. As Long had to exit the zone because the penalty was expiring, so he didn't get a chance to keep that one in. Crouch with it. Flips it up. Levender turns it over. Long with it. It'll make its way back. Kasivi moves that one over, hits a deflection to Blevins, who gives it to Betts. Betts in the zone. Shot goes wide. It's on the back of the net and will be... Don't know where it went, but it was in the net. The back of the net.
It got caught on the back of the net. It has a little too much give on the back. Pucks get stuck there sometimes.
Cooley and Betts exchanging some words there.
Yeah, I think Cooley slashed the stick out of his hands after the whistle.
Colonials now need a goal every minute. 3:05 to go. Jones over to LaQuatra. LaQuatra tries to go to the slot to Rose. Jones will send it back in. Bad bounce off the door. LaQuatra towards the slot. No one there. Goes off the skate of Newton.
Rose would have had a great A opportunity if that puck got to him.
Nebel sends it on net. And JB took a whack and is not happy about it. He's going to take some whacks himself.
Yeah, here we go. And the linesman's pushing JB out of it.
Brozovic is not happy with how this game has gone for sure.
No, not at all. And sometimes in those scrums when the ref just like won't stop touching you, that only makes you more frustrated.
Yes.
That only escalates it a little further when he won't take his hand off of you.
There's 2:44 to go in the third period. 6-3 the score right now in favor of the Vulcans. And it's almost miracle. It is miracle territory.
Yeah, it is now. 3 goals in 2:44.
It's not impossible.
It's doable, but it's tough.
Back to the point. LaQuattro loses his stick on the attempt. It'll make its way to Jones. Jones moves it up to Newton. Newton will lose it along the boards. He'll pick it back up, and now here he comes streaking down. Gets around 2 Vulcans, both trying to hit him. But played there by Sarakowski, who will clear that one out in the neutral zone. Shirelli tries to send that one back in. It was picked up by Vasco. LaQuattro hits him off the puck. Still fighting for it. It'll be picked up here. Vulcans moving forward. Colonial's playing very passive despite being down by 3.
It's an interesting decision.
Sent all the way up and down. Icing is the call. 1:46 to go in the game.
I hate to say it, I think we're just going through the motions on this one.
I agree.
I think we're just playing this one out.
About 2 shifts left in this game for the Colonials.
Yeah.
They need some powerful shifts here if they want to come back in this game.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. But at least they get another go at it tomorrow.
Off the face-off, sent towards the net. Pile up in front now will eventually make its way out. Cleared down the ice, chasing after just Kloss, and a solid 12 seconds killed off the clock for the Vulcans as they get that ice, as they have to go all the way back after the Colonial icing.
Get another ozone draw. We would give a D4 update, but it can't be any better than it is here.
We'll give a final update at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like 9-0 or something by now.
Kloss fighting in. He'll make his way around. Ball. Daniels with it. Back to the point. Killen. He'll make his shot. It'll get tipped wide. Kasivi will send it behind the net. Ball will have it. Ball tries to flip it up and will make it to Lucido. Lucido tries the drop pass. Will make it. Farkel's shot gets tipped into the rafters. 1:01 to go. There's 61 seconds left in this game.
61 seconds, and the Colonials can wipe this one off their hands and move on to Case Western tomorrow.
And barring an absolute miracle, the Vulcans will move to 2-0 over the Colonials this year.
Yeah. And that's going to be huge coming down the line in playoff seeding.
Vulcans will get the series sweep against the Colonials here after winning 2 Thursdays ago and then here tonight. Shot there goes wide.
JB goes down. He got tripped.
JB gets taken down. Now here come the Colonials, chipped forward, getting back his crest to break up that chance. Vasco's attempt will hit Forcucci. He'll make his way in. Forcucci toward the slot, no one there. Picked up by Owen Newton. Owen Newton can't get it out, kept in at the line by Zito, and Cavato will then clear it all the way down. No icing as the ref just wants to leave.
But I think that one was an icing. I was calling it, but we can just play this one out.
Vasco behind the net now. As he'll pass it over to Keybe, and that will do it as we have 5 seconds to go.
That one will end it.
Win this one 6-3 over the Colonials. They will sweep them on the season series. after a 4-3 loss, the Colonials in their barn. The Vulcans come in, get 4 in the second period, and take this one 6-3.
Yeah, that second period really powered them through it. And if I'm not mistaken, the 4-0 goal was the game winner.
I think so.
That sums up how the night went.
It's either that or it'd be the one before that.
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing we didn't mention that I heard during the intermission is that second period, the Colonials had 6 shots.
Yeah.
That's just not something you want to see. Vulcans almost outscoring their shots.
Yeah, that's not what you want. They need more pucks on the net tomorrow. And they got to tighten up a little bit defensively.
That will be it for us here at the Olympic Arena. Colonials fall 6-3. Tomorrow, we may be back. It'll be up to our lead caster, Caden McCrory, if he is feeling healthy. I hope he feels healthy. We are cheering for you to feel healthy tomorrow. If he is feeling healthy, we will have D4 in the biggest game of the year. The D4 Colonials taking on Penn State Altoona. A loss to Penn State Altoona on tomorrow. And they do not control their own destiny for winning the league for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
But before we leave, we'll give a little score update. 13:50 to go in the third period is 8-0.
8-0. I was close. I said 9.
So I apologize to all not Tartans fans. They're probably loving this.
Yeah, they're happy.
To all Vulcans fans, you get the win here in D3, but in D4, not looking too great.
Yeah.
As you got 13 minutes left to score 8 goals.
9 goals to win, 8 to tie.
So we might be back tomorrow if Mr. Caden McCrory is feeling better. If not, we will see you next week for, I believe, D1.
No, we're on the road.
You're on the road. So it will be some game, probably D3.
D3. Someone plays.
Someone plays. I know D4 will be home on Saturday, so
we have so many hockey teams, someone plays.
Someone will
someone plays Friday night, I'm sure.
So we will maybe see you tomorrow. It'll probably, if not, we will see you next week.